Welcome back to our channel. Today I want to show you guys how I make my Jamaican Easter bun recipe from Grace. My husband has been asking me for this recipe for a while. I will have all the ingredients in the description below. I have my butter already melted here. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of vanilla, a teaspoon of jam. You can use any flavor you want. I'm using the strawberry. Then I'm gonna add my stout. And my beaten egg. You're gonna whisk this all together. After it's well incorporated, you're gonna add 1 cup of brown sugar. I'm using a light brown sugar for this recipe. You have to make sure the sugar is completely dissolved. And now I'm gonna move on to my dry ingredients. I'm gonna use the bowl that's attached to my mixer because it saves time and less things to wash after. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add all my dry ingredients into this. Guys, I think this recipe calls for 2 cups of flour, and I did 2.5 cups, and I did get the perfect texture that I was looking for. So it's here or there for me, so it doesn't really matter. I think I have a problem with leveling off my measuring stuff. I never level my measuring spoon, my measuring cup. I mean, of course, liquid, you're gonna have like a constant like thingy, but with my dried measurements, I don't level anything. It could be piling high up there. I ain't measuring nothing. Yeah. And I don't know why I was even looking for a measurement for this cinnamon, because it was like almost finished. So the recipe doesn't call for ginger, but I put it in it because I didn't have enough mixed spice. And mixed spice is just a mixture of ginger, cloves, cinnamon. So yeah. And right here, I think I was just working with my spirits, you know. Oh my god, did I just say spirits? No, because that sounds evil. I think I was just working with my spirit right there. Now we're just gonna mix all our dry ingredients together until it is fully incorporated. You want to make sure everything is mixed in. Now I'm gonna add my raisins. Actually, they call for like a cup, but I'm not gonna use so much because I don't like my bun having too many raisins in it. So you can put any amount you want to put based on your liking. So I'm just gonna put a couple. Probably, actually, I don't know. I'm not gonna measure this. I'm just gonna use my judgment. Guys, I gotta confess something. I'm not good with measurements. I can see in the book asking for that, and I put over or under because, you know, I just say, oh, I'm using my intuition. I'm from a place where you rarely see a measuring cup, spoon, whatever, when you live in rural Jamaica. I can tell you that. And the only reason I had some went back home in Jamaica is because I've been baking like from I was 12 years old. So you know, I had them around, but it's not something you see. We use our intuition to say when the spirit tells us to stop, whatever. Yeah, but that's it. So now I'm gonna incorporate the. Let me put this here. That way you guys can see it. Ugh, it's heavy. Now I'm gonna incorporate my. Let me fit this. I'm gonna incorporate my dry with the wet. I'm just giving this a final stir. This was my wet mixture with the stout, the egg, the butter, the browning, and sugar, and the vanilla. So now I'm gonna put this, actually put this down, close it. I'm gonna put it on slow while I pour this in. Ooh. You can always scrape the sides if you're using a mixer, just to make sure everything is incorporated into it. And while this is mixing on low, I'm gonna go get my baking thing. I have two. I'm gonna use the bigger one for today. And to grease my pan, I'm gonna use butter. I'll be using the spreadable butter because that way it's most easy to handle when trying to grease something. Now I can stop mixing this because I don't want to over mix anything. I'm just gonna put some butter into this. I'm just using my fingers because that's the most that's the best way to apply it for me. That way there's no butter sticking in any bunch or anything like that. So make sure everything is all the corners, because you don't want your bun to be sticking in the corners and stuff. So yeah, I won't flour this because I'm not doing like a bread versus a bun. I want it to be moist. I don't want to have the dry ending, so at the crust and stuff like that. So I won't be flouring this. So wash my hands and put back the butter. Guys, I like to clean as I go, so you'll probably see my workstation isn't overcrowded or anything because I clean as I go. Now to pour this out, I would, wait, I gotta lift this. I would recommend using a rubber spatula because that way you get everything out of the bowl. Guys, I'm in love. Let me just put it out there. I'm in love with my mixer. My husband got me this like, when was it, babe? Like a week ago. Yeah, my husband got me this like a week ago, and I'm in love. Now, just to show you guys, this is the consistency you're looking for. You don't want it to be all runny because you don't want your bread. It's not a yeasted dough where you're gonna get that light texture in the bread. At the same time, you don't want it to be too thick. So this is the right consistency you want right here. Now I'm gonna pour this. Let me just put it this way, that way you guys can see it. Now I'm gonna pour this into my thing. Now this, I forgot to make sure that the oven is preheated, so I'm preheating it right now. Now I'm gonna pour this out. Get my hair out of the way. Oh, and let me show you guys this. My mother-in-law got me this. How cute it is. I wear this every day. Now I'm gonna pour my batter out into the pan. You want to lift it away from it. Ooh, guys, it smells so good. I wish you guys could like literally smell this right now. The consistency is everything. This is the consistency. So in baking, there's certain techniques that is very important to the outcome of whatever you're baking. Overmixing, not mixing enough, too much heat, all those stuff can affect your overall outcome. So, you know, I ain't wasting anything, so that's why I'm using this rubber scraper. So me making my bun, I love to top it off with just a couple raisins. Let me get this out of the way. I'm gonna detach my thingy. I just like to get a couple raisins on top. That way it has that really beautiful finish to it. So not much, because I really don't like too much raisins in my bun, and that's one of the reasons I will tell you guys why I don't soak my raisins before baking them, because they gonna act up once they got heat interacting with them, and I don't want my bun to be all soggy and stuff. So yeah, so these are dehydrated. You know how these are made. So once heat got in contact with them and moisture, they're gonna get all soggy. So now let me see if I can show you guys. I can't. I'm just gonna wait for the oven to heat up, and then I'll put this back in, and I'll see you guys after it's. Guys, now my bun is ready. I'm just gonna take it out the oven.